one other question before I go. I love the fact that you're making MMA videos, and your take on MMA is great, because you've got so much fighting knowledge from boxing and bringing it into the sport. And Dustin Poirier is a very good friend of yours, and he recently gave an interview where he said that you sent him a bit of tape on Conor McGregor before the win, where you pointed out some things and when you looked at how good Poirier's boxing looked at times and how he was catching McGregor with the check hook, I just wondered what it was you seen and what you said in the video.
Again, we're talking about got to always be accurate, right? I mean, you sometimes you don't have to be. I didn't say it, you said it, so I could just leave it as being that. It sounds better, it sounds stronger, so I could just leave it like that. But it wouldn't be exactly accurate. I gave him a fight plan, but not a video. I talked about knowing what the guy is. You got to know what the guy is, what he is and what he is. The guy's a great counterpuncher. Don't give him counter-punching opportunities. It's not that complicated. Don't reach. Use feints. Get him to show his hand before you show yours. Feint him. He wants to counter. Get him off balance with a feint. Don't come in the front door. Counter-punchers need you to come in the front door. Come in the side door. Most important, understand range. Look, some people don't talk about with Conor. He's a tremendous counterpuncher, great counterpuncher. He's a pioneer in the sport. He's like Ali in some ways. People get crazy when I say it because his behavior hasn't always been good outside, whatever. But I got to give him credit where his credit's due. You know, give the devil his due. When Muhammad Ali brought the purses to a level that the promoters never paid, McGregor has brought those purses to a place that never were before McGregor. And some fighters, some people say not enough, but listen, there's a lot of UFC fighters benefiting from that because of him as a pioneer in that way. He's a great counterpuncher, and he's a tremendous puncher with his left hand. The power punch for some southpaws where you could turn into it with your back leg and you could get your body into it. But there's another aspect, and I made him very aware of this. His left hand is very long. He's got a long reach. That's what helped him be ahead. And I'll say it again. People get crazy. I was at the fight covering it for ESPN when he fought Mayweather. He was ahead, and he being McGregor after 4 rounds. Like it or not, yes, he was. He was smart, he was controlled, and he was using his reach, to the southpaw reach, to keep a counterpuncher from counterpunching. And he did it very well the first 4 rounds until Mayweather started to walk him down and get him into waters that weren't his waters. He's got a long reach. It's hard to judge that until you're in the ring. And by then it's too late. Where that left hand goes maybe 4 inches longer than someone else's left hand would go. So where you're out of range with somebody else, you're still in range with Conor McGregor. Like I said, don't feed into the strengths of what are his strengths, which is counterpunching, which means making mistakes, reaching in, being at the wrong distance, and bring him to the places where he's not in his wheelhouse, where he's not in his comfort zone. So there was other things, but that was the crux of it. That was the basis of it. And listen, I was so happy he won.